What's up, guys? So on this particular video we'll be discussing about Mcleodganj in Himachal in the month of March 2025. What you should be expecting in terms of weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting, and overall, is it a good time to be traveling to Mcleodganj, the home of the Dalai Lama, in March? Now keep in mind that this year winter hasn't been really very severe. The snowfall has been very limited in the higher parts of Himachal. So if you're someone who's planning a trip to Mcleodganj in the month of March, do not even expect it to be snowing. It might rain on and off, but snowfall is very unlikely unless you hike up to Triund and find a bit of snow over there. But it is very unlikely that in the town of Mcleodganj or in the neighboring Dharamkot that you would find any kind of snow. So now when it comes to the temperature, the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 12 degrees to 22 degrees, while the temperature at night will be anywhere between 4 degrees to 8 degrees. Keep in mind that Mcleodganj is a tiny hamlet in Himachal Pradesh. The best way to reach Mcleodganj from Delhi or Chandigarh is to take a bus. There are plenty of Volvo buses which do the journey, but remember that the private buses, even though they say they will go up to Mcleodganj, they will not. They'll drop you at Dharamshala, which is not exactly Mcleodganj, it's a bit away from Mcleodganj, and then from there you'll have to either take a local bus or a private taxi to reach Mcleodganj. The best way to reach otherwise is to take an HRTC bus which will take you straight away to Mcleodganj, and from there you can just directly walk to the homestay or the hotel that you have booked in Mcleodganj. Now when it comes to the places that you should be visiting in Mcleodganj, there are a list of a lot of places, but a few of them which you should definitely be visiting is St. John's Church in the Wilderness. It's around a kilometer walk downhill away from the bus stop towards the main road. It is in the wilderness. It's a beautiful church, and opposite the church is a nature park, so by default you will not miss it. Baksunak temple and waterfall is definitely a must visit. You can easily go there walking in the afternoon. It's a great time to spend your afternoons chilling by the streams of water over there. The Dalai Lama temple and museum is a place worth visiting in the morning. Just make sure that you go there without any kind of bags, because nothing of that sort is allowed inside the temple. You have to put it through a scanner. Even if you're carrying lighters, that will be confiscated while you're getting through the metal detector. So keep all your vices and all your bags in the hotel room when you're going to the Dalai Lama temple. It's a very good place to be visiting, but it's very, very unlikely. In fact, the chances are zero of you meeting the Dalai Lama when you go to the temple. But you'll definitely meet a lot of monks and a lot of Buddhist people when you're in the temple. You can sit down over there and find peace, or you can spend some time meditating. Now, when it comes to the other places that you should be visiting, Dharamkot village and Nadi villages are two villages which are worth visiting. To go to Nadi, you will definitely need to hire a taxi or a rickshaw because it's slightly far off. While Dharamkot is uphill and you can easily walk up there provided that you are not carrying heavy bags. Even with heavy bags, you can get up there. Just make sure that you're comfortable walking. Otherwise, you can hire a rickshaw and make the 3 kilometer journey up to Dharamkot. Keep in mind that the village of Dharamkot is a start point for the Triund trek, and the Triund trek is a must do in the month of March. It's easily doable, just that you need to leave early in the morning by start your trek, I would say, in the morning by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, so that you can get there by lunchtime, wander around and descend by 2, 3 in the afternoon, so that you're back before the sun goes down. Along the hike, you'll find plenty of things and options to eat, so it's not at all difficult for you to find food and water on the trek. Just be sure that you do not overpack, because the more things you carry, the harder and more strenuous your trek to the Dharamkot to Triund top will be. Now, the best time to be visiting Dharamkot is on weekdays, because on the weekends it tends to get really crowded with the local crowd from Punjab and Delhi coming in for the trek and for the weekend. So try going there on the weekday if you want a really good experience. Camping is also possible at the top, but it's pointless since you can just walk up and down, and in the month of March it's going to be really cold hiking and camping up in the night. So it's better to just come down and stay the night back in your hotel in Dharamkot or in Mcleodganj. Now, when it comes to how many days do you need for your trip to Mcleodganj, I would personally say that you need anywhere between 4 nights, 5 days minimum to explore and experience the Dharamshala and the places around. Remember that Dharamshala is a place that some people will tell you can do it over the weekend also, but that's a rush trip where you're just going to be running from here to there. But if you really want to experience the place and are someone who really likes slow travel where you can sit down and sip a cup of coffee without having to rush through everything, then a minimum of 4 nights, 5 days is what you will need to explore and experience Mcleodganj. Just make sure that you're avoiding the long weekends, and in the month of March, the holy long weekend is a weekend that you can go there, but it's going to be really costly and a lot of crowd will be definitely there in Mcleodganj. So if you can spare some time other than that weekend and go to Mcleodganj for a better and a more enriching experience. Now when it comes to what you should be packing, you definitely need your woolen clothing because the nights will get really cold. But during the daytime, you can carry light cotton clothes. You can even roam around with a pair of shorts. Just make sure that you have a good pair of shoes. Your shoes definitely need to have a good grip because otherwise you'll be sliding and slipping around. Even though there's going to be no snow, it can really rain heavy in Mcleodganj in the month of March. So because of that, just make sure that you're carrying a small umbrella with you so that when the rain arrives, and if it does arrive, you have something to protect yourself. Over and above this, hotel accommodations in Mcleodganj in the month of March is not very costly. You can easily get a basic attached bathroom room for around 800 to 1500. Now this costing depends on the number of nights you're staying and the deal that you can crack and the amenities that come with the room. Remember that over the long weekends and on every weekend, the costing of the room will most probably double. It can go up to even as high as 2000 or 2500. So prepare yourself and go accordingly based on the budget that you have. Food is easily available all over Mcleodganj, from dabas to cafes to fine dine restaurants. You'll find it all. So food is something that you do not really need to be worried about, and you'll also find plenty of street food options when you're traveling in Mcleodganj. Shopping in Mcleodganj is one thing that you should really consider because you'll find a lot of Tibetan artwork and cutlery that you can find along the streets of Mcleodganj. Along with this, you can also pick up prayer flags and prayer wheels depending on your budget and what you're looking for. Even woolen clothing is easily available in Mcleodganj. There's a big Tibetan market next to the monastery and down every lane and street. So overall, my personal recommendation for someone who's traveling to Mcleodganj for 4 nights, 5 days, or anything shorter, keep a budget of anywhere between 10 to 15,000 per person, and you'll be good to go. If you're traveling completely solo and you're planning a trip for 4 nights, 5 days, with your transport, your food, your accommodation, and I would exclude shopping, you would need a bare minimum budget of anywhere between 18 to 20,000 should be good enough. Carry a little bit of extra cash if you're someone who likes shopping because you will be really spellbound by what you have and what's there to be offered when it comes to shopping. If you're looking for a trip to Mcleodganj, we do have trips to Mcleodganj in the month of April. If you're looking for a private trip, you can click on the link in the description and you can WhatsApp us, and our sales team will be more than happy to help you. If you have any queries related to Mcleodganj in the month of March and any doubts, you can drop a comment in the comment section and we'll be happy to reply and help you out and assist you with your queries related to Mcleodganj. Now till our next video about Mcleodganj and Dharamshala, stay safe, stay happy and stay blessed.